do, 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 do. What's up, Ohio? How you doing, man? I'm sorry if there's a bunch of noise. I have the AC on and a fan because it is pleasant, not like unpleasantly warm here. I sent you an email about 2 days ago. Yeah, I have the quarters. They're actually right here. So I haven't sent them out yet. What's up, Michael Kittle? Mike Badger, how you guys doing? Yeah, I haven't sent them out yet. So that's on my list to do. I should have done it this morning. But I'll get these sent out to you. And then whenever. Do 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 do. I gotta come up with a different way to. Dawn Penny Queen, how are you? Dawn Kiesler, sorry, how are you? And Roadrunner, how are you, good sir? So I'm really curious to see how this box is going to turn out, because the last when is the next auction? Man, I don't know, Mike. It may be maybe this coming weekend, probably not until next week. I don't have. Well, I've got some stuff lined up, but hopefully we'll plan it out. I'll get in touch with you guys here in the next few days and see if we can work something out. But yeah, no, I'm ready to have another one here real soon. Like, so first thing I want to apologize if there's any background noise or if you guys are hearing stuff. I have my AC going, which is immediately behind me. I have a fan about 8 feet away blowing on me, and then I also have my 3D printer going at the same time. So there's a lot of background stuff going on right now. So if it's too loud, just give me a heads up, and I'll see if I can move my mic around so that, or adjust my mic down so it's not picking up so much background, because I can't hear it on the YouTube side. Cindy, how are you? So this box, just to give you guys a heads up, my boxes that I've been going through, dude, I've been getting some great stuff out of them. The box that I had last night, I found WDDO003 on a 2017 P, a huge lamination on a 1973. What is this? This is 1959 RPM number 1, 1961 RPM 32, a 2005 DDR number 27, 2001 DDR number 53, 1989 DDR 40, a huge one on this 2000D. This one is huge and it's unlisted. So that one's going to be a wicked cool one because it is ginormous. And then this 1999D, it is also unlisted, but it's really just minor. What's up, Lincoln? So, and then some of you guys know I posted on the YouTuber forum, the YouTuber Coin Community Forum, that I found 2014 Philadelphia double die obverse number 3 in a box. So yeah, dude, these boxes have been great, like amazing great. What's up, Coin Dragon? How are you doing? So what's gonna happen is as in the title. We are going to go through this box of pennies right here. About halfway through the box, I will stop and do a like a mid box giveaway, and that is going to be. I just had it right here. It's not much, but it's a 1980 Kennedy proof. So I'm going to give that away halfway through the box, and then to finish off the box, I'm going to give away a 1953 um, silver dime, Roosevelt. There we go. I don't do dimes, so a good silver dime is up for grabs. So I will be giving those away. I know it's not much compared to other streams, but it's what I have right now. So right. So yeah. So how are you guys doing today? Why not dimes? Because I just really haven't got into dimes. Dimes is just not my thing. I don't have many dimes. I have a couple Mercury dimes. Um, but I just they're small. They're hard to to look through. So I just left them. I just left them alone. So I don't have. Um, I don't. I have. I mean, like out of if out of one of my tubes, I probably have that many dimes total. So I don't have very many dimes. That's something I never got into. Just like at least I don't hate them as much as I do quarters. So yeah, it's a thing. So I did send a link to Blues. He might drop in here in a little while. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Um, Roadrunner, I am glad that you are back to normal operations. That is definitely good to hear, good sir. I'm going to mess with my stuff here a little bit, if you guys don't mind, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do stupid stuff for a bit. I need this. Hey, there we go. Boom. All right. Broser's Farm. Hello. Lincoln. Yeah. I woke up at um actually noon today. But I didn't go to sleep until way late. So let's see. Broster's Farm. Hello, Lincoln. LCS jammed me for some really cool stuff for future listing. That's cool. Yeah, Mike Badger. Penny Queen is you should be called a dime queen, I guess, because that is a lot of dimes. It just I've even tried doing a box of dimes, and I can't do it. It's too much. Like it drives me nuts. There's a nice looking 82. $1992. Hey, Candy. Dime Queen just doesn't ring. 1964. Hey, Michael Mullins, how are you? 1958. So I'm gonna try to blow through this box pretty decently fast. I can pretty much tear a box apart in just about a couple of hours. Just because of how much that I've gone through pennies and what I know to look for. So, but if you guys see something that I happen to miss, feel free to just shout out. I just started, Michael. I literally just started. I'm on my very first roll here. 1973. But yeah, I'm really curious on what this box is gonna bring. Like right there's a solid RPM. I got splits on both north and south. So first roll, and we already got an RPM. Holy hot dog! Okay, so that's a solid way to start off the box right there. It's on the very first roll too. Thanks, Candy. And that's not a bad start. So the last box, yeah. Holy hot dog. That's Blues. Let me grab Blues real quick. There he is. What's up, Blues?
Can you hear me?
I can, yes. Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Wow.
Everybody in the chat can hear you.
Can everyone in the chat hear me? I'm so special.
Hey, check this out. First roll.
Hold on a minute. I gotta find your YouTube stream. And mute. And load.
You pull it up and let me know.
It goes around in the circle, round in the circle, round in the circle, round in the circle. Was it a 59 wheat back?
Not a wheat back.
Then it's junk.
What's up, Peter Bose? No, look at the mint mark.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's an RPM. Yay.
Yeah, that's in the very first roll.
Yeah, maybe that's good things to go around.
Yes, here's hoping.
See what we got. We got Mullins and Badger and Farm, Roadrunner, Peter. There's Lincoln. What's going on, everybody? Cartman. Oh God, it is stinking hot outside.
Yeah, it is 83 here right now.
It is 97 with a heat index of 101. And we have an air quality alert. Yay.
Okay, here. Let me show Michael Mullins. All right, Michael. Here you go, bud. We're gonna zoom down real good. Do you see the split in the top serif? And then the split in the bottom serif? Oh god, that's a good one too. What is that, number 6? You see it now? So that's a split that's a split you're looking for, Michael. When you see that, that's how you know that you have an RPM. So
just leave that there and I'll look it up.
I think it's got to be one of the top ones, or one of the best ofs.
Looks like a 004.
Number 4. And you looked at the placement, like how close it is to the 5, because there's a couple of them. Hey, Young, how you doing? Yeah, Cindy, I 100% agree. Heat and humidity, I stay my butt inside because nope, that's not how I roll. $61, $67.
Yeah, you should have some die chips on column 11 and 12.
Oh, there's a nice clash right there. Bay 3, Bay 4, Bay 8. All day. Next. What's that? Die chips on what?
On column 11 and 12 for that 59.
The last two? Looks like I
Yes.
got one on the second one right there. Right there. Yeah, looks like I got one right there. And maybe one up here.
Yeah, 11 looks good. 12 should be towards the top a little bit.
Yeah, this one's up here.
Yeah, I see it. I see it on. Yeah.
So that's number 4?
I'd say 004.
Cool.
Number 4.
Winning. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Especially one of those solid RPMs.
Yeah. No, deny it. I hate RPMs.
Yeah, I'll just put them in my pile of RPMs that I hate.
RPMs are bad.
So I was reading through my die book. I guess it would have been this morning because I had nothing better to do at 5 o'clock this morning. But really good read, like really interesting because it poses a lot of questions, but it also answers a lot of questions on die clashes and how they happen and what causes them, what causes some of the offset clashes. Yeah, just so if you can get your hands on this book here, the Off-Centered and Multi-Denominational Clash Dies by Kevin Flynn. Great book. Very great read. Lots of really cool information in that one. So put that on your list of to go to reading. $19.59. No RPM there. So halfway through the box, I'm going to do a giveaway for a 1980 Proof Kennedy. And then when my box is done, I'm going to do a giveaway for a 1953 Silver Rosie. So heads up. Dude. Oh man. So I got to my dump off bank yesterday, and they're like, "Hey, you missed it by about 10 minutes. This lady came in and she was dumping her dad's coin collection." I'm like, "Oh no!" And I had it all labeled and all set aside and everything. And she was like, "Well, I'm leaving for." Like she was moving out of state or something, and she was just dumping it. So there is, I don't know, like $50 worth of pennies that just got dumped, and they're all in the 60s. So I'm just like, oh man, that hurts so bad. Missed it by 10
Your
minutes.
bank got a coin machine?
My dump bank has a coin machine.
And that's what she used?
Yep. And I asked about buying the bag, and they're like, "No, we can't do it." I'm like, "Oh, come on, just do it."
Wow. My bank lets me buy the bags. Because that saves them money because they don't have to turn them in to be rolled and boxed and brought back.
So, but I knew something was up because I saw the wrappers in the trash, and they all had his name on it. So like they were all like labeled and stuff. So, but it killed me a little bit because I was like, man,
I guess you're just going to have to keep trying.
Just 10 minutes. I was like, man, I had to take a shower. And I had to get up, and 10 minutes. That's yeah.
Well, that'll teach you to take a shower.
What's that?
I said that'll teach you to take a shower.
I know, right? Forget going out into public, like decent condition.
I got the parts to fix those two hoses.
Yeah.
So I could splice them together. And the dog did a wonderful thing. She chewed off the same end on each hose.
I told you,
have a female end and a male end.
You need to get both ends, and then you need to get a handful of the splicers.
Yeah,
I know, right,
female
Cindy?
And in.
Cindy says I should have gone to the.
They make
to
a
the
female and in adapter.
$1972D. And this die's been heavily polished. Yeah, Badger, I don't deal with the footing roofs because to me that is just an over polishing of the die, and that is and that doesn't carry any extra value for me. How is
There's
CJ?
Rhonda. Hello,
Sound
Rhonda.
is. It's got to be. It's got to be like the transmission or something. What's up, Rhonda?
Yeah, it's only in the it's got to be Lightstream. Is Lightstream resource heavy?
No. Well, that and like it. I mean, some of it might be on my side because I'm using Lightstream, I'm using OBS, and I'm using my 3D printer software, which is going right now. So my computer is running task heavy right now. Honestly. 1999. Lincoln says that we sound both good on his end. So it could just be kind of an in-between thing.
Well, Lincoln's deaf, so how do you know?
Oh. He's not deaf, he's blind.
Yeah, I said it, Lincoln. I said it.
1964. Oh. 1964.
I may not be your favorite person right now, but I said it.
He says, "Bite me." Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I probably deserve that too.
So what is going on?
Uh,
Does it look like there's something above the D? Is that just discoloration? Let me loop it.
I don't see anything on the stream part on the stream window, but I could see it live on YouTube. So I guess I just won't use that window.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, there's something going on in the back of this one. I'm gonna have to set that aside and really get into it later.
Oh.
It's a number? Really? Above the mint mark, there's a number? Holy cow! For reals? That's amazing. 1953D, and it is.
Yeah, I think they call that the date.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, there it is. There's 4 numbers.
God, look at this one. Look how shiny that is. It's a 74 Denver right there. $60D large date.
Shiny.
Dude, how many 59Ds am I gonna have in this box? Dude, this is getting a little bit nuts. Okay, my first Canadian, 1987. See if I can get as many as I did yesterday. Would I end up with 6 or 7 yesterday? I've been finding a bunch of I know what's going on with this one. This has got the same. That's a Clash. Too bad the coin is wrecked. I've been finding a ton of 74s as well. So I wonder if somebody dumped a bunch of 74s. 62 Denver. And some of these coins are not that bad to be found in. Dude, why are all? I've never seen this many 59 Denvers. Never. $66. So here's one that you guys can check on. So you see on the bottom of the 9 and those one right here, how it's really thin. That's because they polished the crap out of it, and you can see it because there's a little die chip right here, or a little polishing mark right here, and you can see it up in here. So this is the Clash that they tried to polish out. So I don't think I'm going to see any bays, but you can see how the polishing lines go north and south is because they're trying to polish out the bays. So you're gonna see when you start seeing the roof elements inside the bay start to disappear on bays 3 and 4. That's the back of his neck, and then on this side you can see the polishing right in here, and this is his chin that comes up right on this side. So yeah, they just polished the heck out of this to try to get rid of the Clash. Flip it, bop it. Cindy, if I find the 59 mule, then yeah, this stream is going to prematurely end.
The stream will abruptly end.
Yeah, it'll just
hey,
end.
CJ, I'll be back in a few.
Okay.
I'm going to clean out my computer and do a restart. I can't hear anything you are saying.
Okay. $1968. $1968. $1968. Got some weird stuff going on with that. Gotta see if there's any more elements that will help me. Nope. Jeez. 80, 66, 66, 68, 77, 2001, 2000D. So, sounds like my critter's done. I'll have to change that in just a minute or two. 1992, looking at the close in reverse. 1982, 1980, 89, 72 Denver. These are all buggered up. 1961 Denver. 1988, we're looking for the reverse of 89. which is has a different set of serifs on the initials. And this is 92, so we're looking on um, close AM 70D. 71. What's up, Ken? See, this one had a clash because I can see in the first 3 bays here, the roof elements are gone. It seems like that there's some really decent quality 70s coins in this batch, which would be consistent. Working on a video, getting some props together. Cool. So I was reading through this. Is that damage? There might be damage on the mid mark. Gotta loop it. I was reading through this this book, the off-center multi-denominational clash dies. Really great book. Really good book. There's some really interesting where it talks about I saw that, but it looks like damage though, because it's that extra piece on the side is flatter, and it's right in line with this damage here. So it's got a line that goes right here. But yeah, that book, that off-center and denominational book is just, it's got some pretty cool stuff in it. So if you guys want to grab one of those, the book is by Kevin Flynn. Kevin Flynn has done a bunch of authoritative reference books. For a bunch of the different coin series. 2018, 2002, 1984, 1990, 2003, 1995. Hey, Linda Wallace, thanks for coming in. $1988. I have the 1968 S proof double die obverse graded proof 64 red from Annex. Proof 64. What's detracting it from a higher grade? Because usually proof coins are better condition. One. $90. 64. Song. 2015. 62. Hey, Bill 457, how are you today? 2001. Other 1962. Splits on that one. Got a lot of copper pennies today. This box has a lot of 60s, like 59 through like 72 so far in. Like a lot more than I'm used to. Man, I don't know Roadrunner, but I'm not going to complain either because if I can find some good 60s, then that's going to work out just fine with me. 1988 Denver, 1973. Hopefully not in your head. 1992, 1973. US Mint is going to come out with the colorized coins in 2020. Hey, Coin Junkie, how you doing? You getting a lot of stuff, Ken? Welcome back, Liz. Did you break it? Yeah. '92. Oh, you're one mic. See, you sound really far away right now. Ow. That's better. Okay. 1994 Philly. We're looking for extra columns in the last two bays. Let's see. So maybe sound on your side. It's probably a combination of a bunch of stuff. 62. 87, 64. Are you sure? Okay. $19.97. Dude. 64. Denver. There's something going on in that corner. I don't know if that's a stain or if that's the start of a die chip. Hey, coin and card hobbyist, how are you? Yeah, that's a die chip. And another 64. What is going on with these 64s? $1995. 1999. Dublin. No. 1967. Just trying to figure out why you're not. Did you, Amanda? Did you update your stream key? Because that's one issue that I had last week. Is that I had to update my stream key because they changed. Yeah, Roadrunner. Somebody did dump a bunch of 60s coin. Might have to go back through these. Yeah, she is. She's had over 1,000 for a while. $1960s large date. Ouch. Ow. Written for you? Oh. So it's a biography. Thank you, Rhonda. I don't know where that sneeze came from. That one snuck up on me. He's working on it. I've been trying to get a hold of Whitman to see if I can. What software are you using, Amanda? I've been trying to get through Whitman, and dude, they are a pain in the butt. So, because I asked him, I'm like, I'm looking at getting like just the generics, and I want I'm looking at getting like a quantity of them. So they come in a case of 326, and obviously I don't need 326. But the inner pack is like 36 or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I could use that. So I asked him, I was like, I would be interested in getting one of the inner packs. This is gonna be damaged. Is there a price break for that? So they sent me a wholesaler application. I'm like, okay, that's like I get where you're going with it, but that wasn't my question. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because then with the wholesaler piece, I would have to do an order of like $300 and some worth. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I may just have to piece them out. But there's a couple of places where I found some at a discount, and I can get them for like a couple of bucks each. So a couple of bucks, I'll eat the shipping on it. And a couple of bucks is manageable. 63D. Look inside that 3. Nope. 3, 2003. Damaged 84. Amanda, if you're using the YouTube app, then have you tried deleting the app and then reinstalling it? I know that's probably a dumb question, but hey, Golden Retro, how are you doing? Just picked up a few coins recently to start coin collecting. What's that? You can't hear me? Oh. 1990. Let's see. More 64s. More 1964. 166. Some more 59. 1970. It's a large date. 73. Can't see any on that. 84. 73. Tried a lot of different things, updated the app, deleted, reinstalled, and restarted my phone, checking settings. The only thing I haven't done is throw my phone at the wall. Well, that sucks. Sounds like something Blues would do. 3 Denver. $88. $88. That would be good. I would take some rain today. What, you don't like hauling hoses around? Is that not a favorite thing of yours? Oh my gosh, this whole time I've had um I had you up, but you're underneath another layer. I thought that I've had you up on the screen the whole time. Well, yeah, let me know when you're done, and then I'll fix it so that I'm not dumb. I'll unhide you. I'll bring you back from timeout because you're in timeout. Yeah, he's been in here for a little bit. He's working on a video. Okay. Just picked up some Australian and a few European coins. So far, we all have to start somewhere. Yeah, we all have to start somewhere. $1964. This is the most 60s that I found in a box for sure. There is just a ton of them. $360s right in a row. $9, 2004, 1999. $87, 2006. The Judd book? Who's got the Judd book? Oh, Ken's got the Judd book. Oh man. We're playing on a whole different level now. The Judd book is basically the catalog of pattern dies. Yeah. So when you talk about pattern coins, they all have a J number, and it's the Judd number. So when you talk, like when you start talking about having having proof coins and special strike coins. It's well, you can't like all of that is like circulation coins when it comes to pattern coins, because basically those pattern coins they make the dies and then strike a coin and to see how that design turns out. And that pattern coin, that one, or 15 or whatever, those are all pattern coins. Yeah, the last few uh uh pattern coins that I found, they're reaching 5 or 6 digits. So they are not cheap. Impossible, because they were never released under any circumstances into circulation. You would have to have a pattern coin that was broken out of a slab, um, and or I mean, there's no way. I mean, because a lot of them don't even have um, designations on them. They're just the designs. Like they don't have any kind of denomination or anything on them. So like the banks wouldn't take them as standard currency, depending on the design. 1964. I have a 42p with blue tip and not magnetic. Can't tell if it's sci-fi project or unknown. A 42p cent? Yes. 1995. And these coins are rough. We've seen better days. 1984. I know, right? I think that's going to be an RPM. Let's take a look. Yep, that's gonna be an RPM. It's gonna be on the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna be on the bottom, Sarah. So it's gonna be one of the. I mean, there might be a. But I was waiting for that. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna? Oh god, that was funny. I was waiting for you to catch on. Lots of clashes. Lots of clashes. 2003. Okay, second Canadian. Second Canadian, 1989. Would you say another white AM? Here we go. They're all white AM. 1948 S. There we go. That's a keeper. Nice solid wheat. 40s. (1962) Denver. (1857) 50 gold is freaking nice. Yeah. There's a lot of. Oh, look at that right there. I bet you that's another one. 61D. Let's find out. Oh, yep, all day. Got them on the top too, or just the bottom? Yeah, it's got a few, but it's gonna be the D over D tilted. Oh, here we go. Okay, Lincoln. All right, so that's 3 RPMs already. I'm not halfway through the box yet. This is gonna turn out to be a good box, I think. So as you guys are coin roll hunting, you should be finding stuff. You should. Between clashes and double dies and RPMs, there should not be a single box that you don't find something. And if you come across the box that you don't find something, maybe you're not looking hard enough. Or you just got really unlucky. Cindy, what if I am laughing at myself? Apparently not. Thought he was just hallucinating. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just over here and I really enjoy talking to myself. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. 1974, 1992. I watched those 95D closely, that DDO tied, except for it shows up on the B on Liberty. Like enough that it's noticeable. 72D. I would love to find another 72D or another 72 DDO. That would be cool. I would be all right with another one. Let's take a look. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Okay. So Blues is going to take off and get some dinner. So I'm left to my own devices. Oh, well, that's done. That's dumb that they can't hear you. It's got to. It's all right. Have a good dinner, man. 1983. So yeah, I mean, these boxes have been really, really good with, a lot of really good coin. I mean, the coin that is coming out of these boxes is generally better condition. Is in like not really like heavily circulated or heavily jacked up. Like this box has more 64s through 70s than I've ever seen in one box, and that's just a little bit crazy. 1990, 75, 2003. $1974. This is a small date, and there's a lot of heavy polishing going on because there's a clash right underneath his chin. And that means the back is going to be all polished out, and it is. So I'll keep that one because it's in good condition. 1995. Okay. What's a party up in here? For anybody that's hanging out, I know Riser just went live. So if you want to raid, to go raid Riser, and tell them CJ sent you. If you want to stop in and say hello, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, so you guys can jump over there if you want. I've got 6 more rolls before we're halfway through the box. And then we'll do the first giveaway for those guys that are still here. But yeah, if you just jump over to Risers and just tell them CJ Raid, and give them a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Okay, another Canadian, 1977. So that's my third Canadian from this box. And I'm looking at a 2001 in Denver. Looking at the reverse. Another 1964. Another 1964. That is more 1964s that I've seen in any box. So this must be a dump box that came from somebody dumping either rolls or a collection of early coin. 1961. When did you start collecting? Yeah, so I started collecting about just a little over 2 years ago. It was just something that I kind of got into. It started with going through a box of coin to do a project, and because I needed certain years for this project, and so I had to basically coin roll hunt. Those years to finish that project, and I liked it so much that I kept doing it, and then I really started learning about the different kinds of coins that exist and what you can find in coin roll hunting, and it just really escalated from there, and that's really how I got started. And I do use a microscope. It's a USB microscope that I have hooked up to my computer, and the brand is called Pluggable. But you can get any number of USB microscopes off of Amazon. for relatively cheap. Usually around $20, 20 to $30, can get you a really good USB microscope that you can use to do this. Ghost said thanks. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, and where my hobby is kind of taking me is just like I'm getting into more of the older pieces. So like right now, my primary focus is actually the 1857 Flying Eagle. Um, that's it just for whatever reason has really drawn my attention. So I am, finding out as much as I can about the 1857 Flying Eagle, all of the varieties that exist, and I am working on building a collection just of the 1857 Flying Eagle varieties. And of the 18 that are currently known, I have 8 of them. So I am slowly building my uh, the CJ horde, as it were. But I have a lot of great pieces that have a lot of history. I have an 1875 20-cent piece that I won, and it uh, just drew me in so much that I researched everything about the 20-cent piece, about how what had to have happened to make it come into existence, and I even did a video on it as well, because I really like the research, really like the learning aspect, and um, it's the history that drives me. 1873. 2018, 1999. That looks like a strike through Greece on the date there. Let's see if it's a wham. It's not a wham, and there's no DDR on the columns. And the other thing you want to look for the 99 Philadelphia is that there was one that was found, and there's supposed to be a clash on this side right underneath United. So all of your 1999 Philadelphias, check that side for United, and see if you can find that one of those clash ones, because that's a really interesting um, one to locate if it's possible. They have no. It's a really a recent find, and they have no idea how many exist. It looks like there's something on that D right there. I'm gonna have to loop that one. Nothing there. 1991, 87, 83. Overdates are really neat too. Two thousand. 2005. 2007. 2018. 2014. That's an 88. Let's check the reverse. Oh, okay. 86. 2001. 2006. That's a D. 1973. 73. I'm looking at possible doubled on the 3, and then anything else that's up in the field. I'm interested in new ear DDO progress. The 2018. Is that which one you're talking about, Roadrunner? 1995. I actually have a theory on that one, but I would have to play with some um, 3D models to see if it works out. But basically, my theory on it is that it is still being caused on that single squeeze. But something happened to the tip of that cone shape, and that's why it's messed up right there in the center of the corn. But that's just theory. Just theory. It's another really nice 1963. '68, 1988. Yeah, I can't believe that happened on Denver, but it's one of those things that how long has Denver been in production? 19. Oh, Amanda. No, I hate shield sets. I hate them so bad. Oh, they make my eyes hurt so fast. Like I can look through a few, but like that's where I have to stop. So if you're looking through a box of 2019, hey Jeff Dunn, then it would take me probably at least a couple weeks to do it, because God, that kills me. There might be something on that one. Oh, that kind of looks like a split there. I'll have to set this one aside. I searched through rolls and then through the box in the closet because I couldn't handle it. I don't blame you at all, because that's just yeah, I don't blame you at all. I would have taken it directly back to the bank to begin with, but that's just me. The one I found is noticeably different. Austin thinks mine is a possible different DDO. I honestly would be surprised if there was more than one, unless something changed in the minting process. And then if there's one or two, there's bound to be more, because it would have, whatever process that happened would have occurred more than just one time during the what's up, Coin Dragon? Then would have happened more than one time during the creation of the working dies. So if there is more than one, then is that a working hub doubling, or is that a double the die of the working dies that have issues? That's a little foolboard. Coin Dragon. Yes, I've got three. I've got a 59 RPM number 4, a 60D RPM, and a 61D RPM. So yes, getting some good coins out of this box as well. So which I'm really thankful for, because the last few boxes have been really sweet. This box particularly has a ton, and I mean an excessive amount of 64s, 59s, and early 70s. So I'm looking through them as much as I can right now, but this may be one of those things that I actually go back through and go through a second time. Just looking at those specifically, but dude, yeah, it's been unique for sure. 73, 69D, 1995, 82, 2016, 2000, 2000, nothing there. 190, 2006. Looking for a DDR, and then flip it over and look for DDOs. Nothing there. 96, 1983. 1983 is one of those magic years that there's a lot of stuff going on. There's double dies, there's doubled ear, and then on the 83 Philadelphia, there's two different significant DDRs. So 1984. I can only dump out a few at a time to look at. No, otherwise Queen could. Well, you better get her taught. Get her taught up, Frank. Then she can sort them for you, man. 2001, 2002, 1995. So just a heads up, after I finish this roll, we're gonna do the half box giveaway. It will be guess the number. So in just a few minutes, we will be doing that. So, and that will be for a 1980 Kennedy proof. Do, 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 do. 1989, 2000, 2017, 1984, 1977, 66, 86, 83, 86, 80, 77s are clean. 1964 Denver. There's been a ton of these in this box. I'm not really finding much on them. 2000 Denver. Looking for a DDR on the columns. Not seeing anything there. 2003. 2003 has extra like floor separation, and then there's some on the dots between the E, P, and the U, and doubling on the letters. I'm not seeing anything there. 1964. 1964. 2019, 2003, 1982, 2007, 85, 81, and 1980. All right, guys, we're gonna do the giveaway. So all you lurkers, if you're here, heads up. So after you guys see go in the chat, after you see go, you're gonna guess a number. Okay, and the number is gonna be 1 to 25. Okay, one guess. One guess. After you see go in the chat, it's one guess, 1 to 25. And the first one that I see on my screen, you are going to get this 1980 Kennedy proof. One to 25. Go. One guess. Okay. Who got 17? Who got 17? I saw somebody got 17. John Salisbury. John S. So John Salisbury, please send me an email with your shipping information and this Kennedy proof. It goes to you, bud. Ken. What's up, Oz? Okay, I wrote another number down for later. So after we finish this box. So if you guys are still here at the end, then I'm going to give away a 1953 Silver Rosie Roosevelt dime. It's the least I can do for you guys hanging out with me today. 1996. I don't know what is with all these really nice coins. These coins are like coming out of the woodworks right now. 1964. $1970, 2015, 1964, 2017, 97. We're going to check the obverse for the ear, then check the reverse for the doubled knees. 95 Denver. We're looking for, let's see, 1959. 1959. Not seeing anything there. 2000 Denver. 2475 2000. 2005. I found doubled columns on before, and there's a nice bright red 1967. 2016, 82, 2003, 1969 Denver. You winning stuff, Oz? 2006. 1974, 1963 Denver. Looking at the 3 and then looking at the D. Looking for an extra mark. Seeing it. Here's another 1963 D. Looking for an extra 3, an extra D. 88. Looking for the reverse. Well, that just makes Oz a winning fool, huh? Team 89, 2016, 2006, 2002. 2002, I found doubled columns and extra floor. 1967. It looks like some of these 60s were all in a roll together because they're all toned out decently with the same colors. So that right there is machine doubling because it happens on the same side all the way across the coin. You can see it down here too. This is all machine doubling. $19.99 Denver. Looking for doubling on the columns. 69 San Francisco. I have a few older coins that should be here soon, like this 1965 coin. Yeah, the best thing about coin collecting is you can start wherever that you want to start. Ugh. You know, if something interests you, just like, you know, go with it. Like if you want to learn the history about something, read up on what it is, and what the mintage is, what it's made of. Read up about the history of that coin or that series, and then decide what you want to do. $19.99. $19.80. 1961. There's been I know that there's been talk about that Coin Dragon, but I don't recall if they definitively said that it's not that it's not a thing. But I distinctively because I have found a couple too, but I just talked it up to deterioration. 2004. Mr. Les Wiley, how are you, good sir? 2003 Denver. 2005. 1988. Because I don't have a good reason. I just 2018, 1962. Hey Art Ring, how are you today? Art, I see you on the forums a lot. (1967) because no reasons. There's a Clash. 1963. 1963. There's a scratch on that right there. There's some dings over there. No Clash there. Let's see, 2006, 2006, 96, 94, 1992. 1992, we're looking for the close AM. Nothing there. 1964, Denver. Looking for RPM or double die on the offers or reverse. I believe there's 1 or 2 on the reverse. 1999, Denver. Looking for doubling on the columns next to Lincoln. 2003, Denver. This is going to have possible double on the columns and then on the floor. Double on the letters. 1962. Looking at the Denver Mint March. Not seeing anything there. 1973. 1973. S. Let me check something with a loop. Okay. I thought there was an extra 3 underneath there, but 1963. Philadelphia. Check the R. Check the S. This is in 1958, Denver. Let's look at the wheat stocks. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to keep that one. (1966), 73. You actually went outside, Lincoln, or Oz? Wait, what's that? Is that extra thickness on the U, or is that just damage? Dude, that clock is phenomenal. That clock is the most killer clock ever. Like it took me like 25 minutes to unwrap it, but dude, yeah, that thing is wicked. So so I did a 3D model for Clinton S in the shape of a camera. And I sent it to Clinton, and then he said, and so I sent him an email. I said, hey, you know, here's the tracking number for this thing that I showed you, that I made for you. And then he's like, well, that's cool because I have a tracking number for you. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? he's like, I'm sending you something. So he made a clock with epoxy paint. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. So right up here, I don't know if you guys can see that really well. It's like a blue swirl with epoxy paint, and then the numbers are all like clear epoxy on there, and it's the coolest looking thing ever. Um, and it is like it's all my favorite color, blue. It's very tropical. Yeah, dude, I freaking love it. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it matches my avatar, right? Yeah, it does. Um, and yeah, so I love the crap out of it, dude. So I was surprised when I got that because I didn't know that was coming to me. But I am very thankful for it for sure because that is a really neat gift for someone just to send. So yeah, I am super thankful for Clinton. That's a really cool thing that he did. And now I have a clock. Not that I look at clocks, but I don't know. Like I always catch myself looking up at it just for the sake of like I like the colors. It's very calm. Like it's very like it's like I could almost put it in a frame with like the bleached white like what's the like shiplap or something and make it like a beach theme almost. You deserve a CJ to do a lot of amazing things for people in the community. I just show up, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I just show up. Now I have a clock to ignore. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, because I like, I've got my watch that has a clock. I got both my computers that have a clock. I have my activity tracker, my Garmin that has a clock. But I don't even I don't even look at my clocks half the time. Who is CJ's Coins and Crafts? Again, time means nothing. um, Art. You probably know me on the forums as CJ Langbecker. That's me. But this is what I do in my spare time, basically. My spare time. All my time is spare time right now. Oh, 1997. 1992. 2009. 1997. 1997. 1973. Ooh, that one's wrecked. Yeah, so if you see posts by under that name, that's me. This is just what I do. In the meantime, the other things that I do is I do 3D printing, which is really neat. Oh, I forgot to reset my printer. I didn't do that yet. I got some projects that I'm working on right now on my 3D printer, and I forgot to clear the build plate and then start another batch. I have not done that yet. I gotta do that. 1959 Denver. 1959 Denver. 1972. 1972. 1964. Yes, I can. Well, I can print most of the printer. I can print the frame. I can print all of the brackets. The only thing that I can't print are the motors, and the control board, and the actual hot end. I can't print that. Let me change my build plate real fast. Give me a minute. I need this one. I need this to go here. And I need to scroll down to 6. Come on, print. Print. Come on. You can print. It's being a little bit slow on me right now. My computer is not liking me. Asking it to do things. I scored a 40p in change. Yeah, finish slicing. Okay, so 74, 96, 2004. 2004. I'm looking at looking for corners in the 0 because the 0 should not have corners. And then I'm looking on the reverse for doubled columns. Not seeing anything there. 1994. So 1968. Not seeing anything there. 1973. You needed a 40p for collection, or this is a bright 1964. Looks like there's something to the west of it. I'll have to look at that. 96, 1994, 75, 1997. For my new Jeff book. 1997, 2010, 2014, 93. And this is going to be tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything there. 2010, 1992, 1992. Looking for the close I am on reverse. I'm surprised that this box has so many like 60s in it. That's a 72. I think that's a 72, but there's nothing there. That's gross. 1992. Looking for that cam. Still no cam. I'd love to find one of those 1992 cams. 1994. This is the Denver version. So the Denver version, you can look in the bays to the left of Lincoln, and there will be ghost columns in the middle of those bays. 1994 Philadelphia, there's extra columns in the last two bays. 81, 83, 83 Denver. There is doubled on the date. There's an ear. And then in 83 Philadelphia, there's two different double eye reverses. I think the ones look amazing when you put under a microscope. Need to invest one, and yeah, it's the basic tools. The basic tools that you need right now are your eyes, a decent loop. This is a $3 loop. You can get these from Ken Peavy. Actually, this is where I got mine. Because your eyeball is like way stronger than any loop is, as far as being able to detect splits and other things. So get yourself one of these. Get yourself some eyeballs, and then get yourself a USB microscope. So mine that I have right here is this one. All right, Rhonda, thanks for stopping in. This one right here is a pluggable brand, but there's other brands that you can get that are just basic, basic Chinese knockoffs or whatever. But it's the same thing. Mine has a flexible neck. I would encourage you to find one that has the solid stand that you can turn it up and down. To get one of those, they work a whole lot better for ensuring that your coin is straight in the picture. Uh, so yeah, so that's that. And especially if you're going to do coin roll hunting, get something like a mat, or like I have. This material is that kind of foam material for the inside of toolbox. It's like a toolbox liner. You can get something like this and put down and use that to roll hunt on. That way, it's easy to clean off. It's easy to wipe down, and get yourself some gloves. I mean, unless you want to wash your hands all the time, but I always, whenever I'm digging through coin, I always have gloves because, like, I mean, come on, these things get like nasty, super fast. But those are some of the basics. And if you go over to Ken's channel, he actually has a video where he specifically talks about some of the coin collector basics. A decent loop. I wear bifocal glasses already. Yeah, you still want like a small. I think this is a 10x magnifying loop. Yeah, I mean that's what I would consider as the basics if you're going to do coin roll hunting. Just because outside of that, like you don't really need anything more. But that's what I would consider the basics. Because that is basically you have um, a workspace, a work area, which is the mat. You have your work area that you can work on while looking at your coins. Um, Gloves, so you don't put fingerprints on your coins. Um, hey, cousin Jeff. Um, so you don't put fingerprints on your coins because the oils and stuff on your fingers. If you put a fingerprint on a coin, it would be it's going to basically always stay there, and it will develop into like a black mark on the coin. Okay, Roadrunner. Thanks, buddy. Um, oh, this is some heavy polishing marks. Did you win? Did you win a pile, Oz? 1968, Denver. 1960. This is going to be a large date, not a small date. The large date, for me, I always look at the zero and it looks like a circle, and that it's a large date. When it looks like an egg or it looks like an oval, that's a small date. Two 2004. (2001). 1992. 1998. So 1998, Philadelphia. We're looking for the Wham, the White AM. Yeah, Art Ring. Actually, just in this box, 1961 Denver, 1960 Denver, large date, and 1959 number 4 RPM. So far. What type of mat? The this mat that I'm using is actually just a piece um, of that like that toolbox liner stuff, and I just have it rolled out on my desk. So I've been using this one for well over 6 months, and I haven't replaced it yet. Because like when I'm done, like tearing up coins or whatever, then I can like bleach, wipe it down or whatever. Um, or it like if it starts to get really bad, then I could just pick it up and replace it. But it all just depends on what you want to use. Some people they go the easy route and they just put down a towel that you can coin roll hunt on a towel, or just like a placemat. Um, just something simple like that. But I like this because it has a little bit of cushion to it. Like if I put my finger in there, you guys can see that it's like foam. Um, versus having just a solid mat. So that's just my preference. So really, it's try out a few things and see what works better for you. Mr. Joe of the Mint Durban, hello. How are you, good sir? Oz. (2015) 1972. So I use so this underneath my microscope, this is actually the same stuff, and um, I've used this one for over a year, and I haven't changed that one out either. I don't need to on that one. 1960 large date Denver. Doesn't look like we have an RPM. 1973. Looking for RPM and extra 3. Another 1964. See, like, hey, is is okay. Art Ring. I'll do that on the RPM group. Golden Retro. If you're still here, this is what I'm talking about. You see all these black marks right here? This is somebody's fingerprint on the coin. And this is what happens when you don't wear gloves. And this is a fingerprint all over this coin. So this is why when you are messing with coins, always try to grab them by the rim, and not across the face. Because when you hold them across the face, that's when you're going to get all of these fingerprint marks on it. Yeah, you're welcome, man. (1982). I don't know what that is. That's gonna get rejected. 1992. Closing 2015. 1878, 86. 2002, Philadelphia. Looking for double dies. 1960. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is awesome right there. That is what you want to find in a box. Yes. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now that, my friends, that is the kind of repunched mint mark that you want to find in a circulation box. That right there. Oh, wow. Hot dog. Holy hot dogs. That's, yes. Holy hot dogs. Yeah. So this is 1960 large date Denver RPM number 1. And that is, yeah, this coin has seen better days, but you know what? I don't care. This is just a beauty. I mean, look, I don't even need to zoom down to see the the secondary mint mark. You can see that from space. Yeah, that's right there. That's, yeah, yep. Yes, sir. Whew. That's some fresh goodness right there. Yeah, I'm gonna need a nap after that one. 1964. 1964. Okay, let's see. What is this? This is 1969. Yeah, Ken, you want to see it up close? There you go. So you can see the first time that they punched this mint mark was to the left. So basically to the right when you're looking at the die, and then they repunched it again to the left, and they punched it deeper. But since they didn't punch it over the top of the original hit, that's where you get the repunch mint mark. What's up, BOK? So yeah, right there. That's straight up all day right there. That's awesome. Holy hot dog. That's right. That is a holy hot dog. It's those kinds of things that share it in the RPM group. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get done with the stream, I'll put up some pictures art. I just lost my train of thought. It was there, and now it's gone. And it's gone. Yeah. I have no idea what I was even talking about. No, I don't smoke. Let's see, 1965. That was the one that I wanted to look at, the north side of. Okay. Let's see now. Let's see. 2016, 1994. See, this box has a lot from the 60s. And I'm really curious to see, really curious on if this all came from like a single collection or a single dump, because there is a lot of 60s in this box, a lot of 60s. Like I never find this many 60s in a box, like ever. Like, well, I'll have a few, but I'll never have, 40 or 50 or I don't know how many that I've had so far. 1992, we're looking for the cam. And then a lot of 72s. So there seem to be like a lot of 60s and a lot of 72 Denvers. So I don't know. This almost looks like that it was a small hoard that was dumped. Because those would be generally the coins that you would that you would take a look at. 1964, the front has a big gash on it. Yeah, Golden, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, just drop in, just send me an email. I appreciate you stopping in. 2001. What if that means I'll find a 1970 small date in this box? If I can find the RPM number 1. Interesting. 1984. 1984, there's a few things on the 1984. One of the big things is the for the Denver is doubling on the 8 and the 4. For the 84 Philadelphia, you're looking for the doubled ear. That is a big one. 1995. Yeah, I thought I saw a Canadian. I got another Canadian coming up next. What do we got? 1973. So that is 4 Canadians for this box so far. 1992. Looking for that cam. 7. 2018. 6. 91. 98. 2003. 1999. Okay, Golden Retro. Take care, man. 1992. Let's see. 2000 Denver. Looking for doubling all the columns. Not seeing it there. 82. 1995. Class 9 on the 2002. Doubled columns, doubled floor. What is it, Corn Dragon? $1969D. 1981. 2000. 2019. It's a lot of shields. 1999 Denver. Is it columns or floor? $1985. Column, okay. $1961. 1961. This is a Denver. 1976. 1995. Nope. Another 1961 Denver. This is the 1983 Philadelphia. So we're looking at the E pluribus unum, specifically looking at the U's to see if they're doubled. And then the other big one is across one set, you will see the doubling on it. And I don't see either one of those. Here's another 1959 Denver. I don't see anything on that one. That's a 789. Here's a 70. It's a 70 Denver. We don't need that one. 1979, 85. Was it 6? All right. Yeah, I find they basically from 97 to about 2007. I see a ton of doubled columns, and that's a lot of where the doubling is coming from. Is right in that the columns next to Lincoln there in the middle, and that's coming from the single squeeze process, where the dies just aren't lined up exactly. They shift just a little bit. 1984. So 1984 Philadelphia has a doubled ear. This does not have a doubled ear. 1973. 1973. Not seeing anything there. What is this? This is a 1959 Denver. Not seeing anything on that one. 96, 93, 18, 7, 68S, 2007, 71, 71 Denver. Nothing there. 77, 78, 67, 2001. Not seeing any doubling on the columns. There's that roll. Oops, don't do that. I'm gonna have a mess of coins on my desk after this. Giant mess of coins. That is for certain. 85, 81, 86, 75, 98. 98 Philadelphia. We're looking for the wide AM, and then we're looking for doubling on the columns. $2006. There's a weaker on another DDR on the 83 1 cent. That one has it shows up in the pluribus unum. $64D. Number 21. Nice Coin Dragon. Wonder if I have that one. Are you building a double dice set for each of the years? Because if so, I bet you I've got some. Mr. Clinton S. The man, the myth, the legend. I want to thank you, good sir, for your package. I appreciate that very much. It was a very, very awesome gift to receive from you, sir. And I have it hanging up right above my desk. A pain in the butt, yeah, but you do good work, man, and I very much appreciate it, because I was not expecting that, and that was cool. That was really cool. So I'm on 10 rolls left, and then we will do the end of box giveaway. I already have a number written down The number will be from 50 to 100. So think of your number. And when this box is done, and we will do that giveaway. What's up, Colorado? I'm tripping over myself enough with this Woody classification crap. 1996, 1995. How many guesses? It's going to be one guess, but it's not going to be till the end of the box. I have 10 rolls left, so you got a little bit of time. And hello, Will. How are you? 1967, 1980, 2016, 85, 2002, 2008, 1971. That one's jacked. 79, 17, 87, 82. Not much in that roll. Oh, but here's the thing. It's a pick from 50 to 100, which is a guess of a total of 50-ish numbers. And if there's only 17 people here, then the chance of someone getting it is not that high, and that means that we'll just have to do it over again. $1946S. Probably not going to keep that one. 1993, 81, 82. There's another 60 large date. No. RPM. 2011. No doubling there. 1967. Hey, Austin's Coins, how are you? Austin is having a giveaway. $1999, 2014, 2008, 79, 2000. 200 subscribers. Congratulations on getting 200 subscribers, man. Building a channel takes some effort, that's for sure. This is an 83. $2019, 2006. What have I found so far? We found a 59D RPM number 4, 1960D large date, RPM 1961D RPM, and 1960 large date Denver RPM number 1. So we found some good stuff so far. It's been a really, really great box. I am very happy with the outcomes of these last 4 boxes. They've been exceptionally good for coin roll hunting. Which really kind of makes me think, though, that back in May, when it was the the like the cornrow hunting like week or whatever, if this is all the stuff that's left over, because for whatever reason it takes forever to get stuff in my area. Like the 2019 quarters. Yeah, we barely just started getting the Lowell quarters. So you can imagine how far behind that my area is on getting that level of circulation. Kind of Benji in the proof sets that I got, it looks like there's an S in front of his face. That could be like a strike through on a fiber. They've found those before. Queen Dragon, I've been finding a lot of decent 60s and 70s for about a year. Yeah, this box really takes the cake on 60s and 70s for real. It was supposed to just be that time frame. That it was supposed to be just that week. It's a large date. Yeah, don't take it out of the set. Just leave it in. $2017. Okay. Yeah, zinc pennies don't they don't have much love for a lot of collectors. Generally because they don't last very long. 1959D. That's in there. 75, 87, 87, 98. We're going to look at RPM or DDRs. 93, 81, 61. Doesn't look like there's an RPM on that one. There's a 64 right next to it. And that also doesn't look like that it has an RPM. Got some die chips and stuff on the building. Also a few of the 60 small dates on the gold tone wheat penny. Hey SJ, how are you? (1967), 2013, 2002, 2017, 1962 Denver. Looking for an RPM. We're just going through coins. 1983. So in 83, I'm looking for extra thickness in the date. I thought there was something about his chin, but then on the 83 Denver or 83 Philadelphia, you want to look at the reverse. And this has nothing but wrecks all over it. If you found a proof 67 coin for sale that had a mintage of 375,200, a price of $32.99, would you get it? A proof 67 coin with a low mintage. The answer is it depends on the coin. For me. Because if it's like a commemorative half or something like that, then that was only in proof, then I don't know. Because it's not high up on my list. 1955 Proof 67 Lincoln. Well, then the better question would be is what is the market value of a Proof 67? Is it $32? Or is the market price for that grade higher? So let's take a look. Let's take a look on. Well, I'm going to check Numis Media real quick. And so Proof 55 Lincoln, which is a modern Lincoln, but I need to go to Proof Lincolns. Proof 67, 1955 red. So 1955 red. You got Cameo on it? Or is it going to designate Cameo? No Cameo. So Numis Media has a Proof 55 red. I'm sorry, a Proof 66 1955 red at $30 and a Proof 67 red at $55. So if you look at the coin and you think that you agree with the grade, looking at that information, yeah, I would get it. But the other thing that I would check is what that grade has been selling at. $1964, looking for an RPM. Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to look for a doubled die on the reverse. Who said anything about selling? Clinton said that it might be an option for his proof sets. $1974, 1999, 2005 with a big gash at the front. 1997 Denver. I'm not seeing anything there. 1967, 1980, 1985, 1970S. And this is a large date. Hey Clinton, if you wanted to sell them, you could come on the next multi-channel auction, and I'm sure that we could blow those out for you. I would say no problem in getting through some proof sets. I mean, yeah, let me know, and I'm sure we could work something out to get you on the next sale. I mean, I still really like that. I still really like that format that we've been doing with the multi-channel thing. I think it works really well because it brings just a vastly variable, type of coin up in front of a lot of people. So there's some machine doubling on that bad boy. $1963. Yeah, I really think that the format works out. One thing that I would like to do though, is especially I would like to get the list of the items out sooner than just a few hours before the sale, so people really have a good chance to look it over and see if they want anything. The other thing is that I want to plan it ahead. I mean, I think the planning ahead part was okay this last round, but really to be able to do um, promo videos and stuff throughout a week, I think that would be that would get um, more of its broadcast out there. Um, because the number one thing that I worry about for anybody that is um, that um, is just getting the people there. Like that's my number one concern is just getting enough people there. Um, the bin and bid, if the sellers kept to their sheets, that would not be an issue. Because the sheet had everything designated as either a bin or a bid. So that would be just another finesse thing. Hey, Paula Bloom, that would just be another finesse thing that the sellers would have to maintain their sheets. And again, if the listings were up for for a lot earlier than just a few hours before, then I think some of that confusion would go away. I've had better luck with my stuff being buy it nows than auctions. So I may go strictly to just buy it nows on a lot of my stuff. Yeah, Paula. Yeah, just my phone interview starts at around noon. So if we can do it before that, then that would be fantastic. Do, do, do. Going rogue, Roadrunner, confuses everybody. Yeah, and it's that Dawn is really up to the seller because, in my experience, if the auction style doesn't work, then it usually results in a buy it now price. Um, so I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it very much going the other direction, but that could just be. Um, be based on what the seller wants to do. So I mean, it could go either way. Dude, I don't like hunting for a job. I don't like not having something to do. Last week was rough because I didn't have a lot of 3D print projects, and yeah, I was very idle last week, and I don't like that. I want to always be doing something. Okay, another Canadian 1964. And it looks like we got a hanger. I don't know if that's going to show up. Let me look at it. Scope. Hey, Crystal Ward. Do we have a hanger? No, but it sure wants to be. So if you guys don't know what a hanger is, on the 60s, the 50s and the 60s, there is a clash that shows up on the Canadian, and it usually starts right about here, and it goes up and it goes over. And what that is that is her chin. So it's the clash. And so they call it a hanging number or a hanging date. So anytime you hear a Canadian that has a hanger, and the thing is that you can have multiple clashes. Like I have one that had two clashes, so it was a double hanger. I've even seen pictures of 3 separate clashes, so that this number over here was basically hung 3 times. So those, if you can find them, are really neat finds. (2005), 2006. No DDR there. 177. Okay. Hanger is a horseshoes term. It's a Canadian coin. I don't know what to say. $64 Denver. Man, this coin has seen some better days. That looks like it took a hit there on the R. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Let's see, 1965. When is my next sale? Actually, we were just talking about that, Paula. I could possibly do one as early as Saturday, although I haven't reached out to anyone. So it may be as early as next week. It's probably when I could put one together. Because I would have to reach out and see who's wanting to get some stuff up. $1971. Okay. Yeah, if it's I gotta figure out what's going on first, and then I'll start hammering out the details. Because I know Durban will probably want in. I know Coin Dragon may drop in. I don't know. I think Mike Badger wanted in. I think he's got some stuff. I know Roadrunner definitely said um, that he's got some stuff. Um, yes, I have tried StreamYard. So I'm using this one, which is called Lightstream, just because I can, I can do a lot of different functionality, kind of like in the OBS setup. So that's why I kind of like this one. I think there are some audio opportunities with this one, but it could just be um, it could just be um, just some settings or something that I have. 1964. Hey, Captain Jigga, how you doing? 1964. 1963. Joe Durbin Mint has new coins minted. uh, I'm doing good, Captain Jigga. Thanks for asking. I got a call on Sunday from one of the guys that I did some 3D print work done for, and he said, "Hey, I've got a project for you. Can you stop by the shop?" I was like, "Sure." Well, I got nothing going on right now. Like, do you want me to come by right now? He was like, "Yeah, sure. That'll work just fine." So I go down there, and now I've got a list of stuff that needs to be printed. So like right now, I have my 3D printer going, and I've had it going since last night. So yeah, it's cool to have that project that kind of just keeps going. So let me, CJ, is it a big deal if there is a letter out a line with the others on a coin? Not a whole lot, but enough to be noticed. If you have a question about design, Clinton, I'll tell you what I do. I go on to PCGS CoinFacts and I look at some of the graded examples and see if the design matches the design that I have in front of me matches the design that they have graded. Because if I can find the exact same um, design elements as far um, as far as on my coin and other coins in the same year, then I would chalk that up as being a design element. Okay. Just let me know because I'm setting up my sale on Ken's channel, and I don't want to do. That's fine, Paul. I'll let you know ahead of time. Mike, I will be doing the antlers, just not yet. Um, I am doing the other pieces first, before I do the antlers, because the antlers I really have to figure out how I'm going to print them and what material I'm going to print them in, and I have not figured that out yet. All right, so that was the box, and I have this giant pile of, most of these are 70s and 80s coins. So like I'm gonna have to go through here because like these are all really nice coins. One thing that I thought was interesting, I don't know if I have a good example. Um, see if I can find one. Monkey up my fingers right now. I can't find it anyway. Oh, there's one down there. But it looks like that they were like there's a strip across it, so I don't know if it will pick it up in the camera. You guys, yeah, right there. You guys see this like the strip of different color? Like this is kind of polished and this is kind of satin. Like I don't know if it was like it almost looks like that there was a small piece of tape or something across it. So like I have I have no idea what that's about, but I have a few of these. So um do, do, do. Okay, so I have a number. It's on this piece of paper. I wrote it down before. So this is the end of box slash end of stream giveaway. So I'm going to write this. And so lurkers, if you're out there, you got to wait until you see my text, my gold text that says go. When you see go, you have one guess. One guess. And the number is between 50 and 100. And it's already on this piece of paper. So the first person that I see, you are going to get this coin that I already lost. No, I'm just kidding. It's right here. A 1953 Silver Rosie. So it's a little bit rough, but it's one of the silver dimes that I have, and I don't collect dimes, so free silver, right? So ready? Go. Okay, nobody guessed it. Try again. Take a look at some of the numbers that you guys have guessed, because some of you guys are close. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I okay. After this one, keep guessing. Oh, I just saw it. I just saw it. All right, stop. I just saw it too. Brakes don't work. Here's the number. 75. So the first person that I saw that had 75 was Lincoln Central Coins. Yeah, like you guys almost hit it right off the bat. I was like, you guys got to look at numbers. So congratulations, Lincoln. You get a 1953 silver dime. So free silver for Lincoln. So congratulations to John Salisbury and Lincoln. They won the giveaways for today. I'll try to do more giveaways because I know those are fun for you guys, and yeah, it's just something else I can do on my channel because I can. Okay, who is streaming right now? The bathroom bake is right now, buddy. now now what do we get into? Check is streaming right now. Okay. Okay, Oz might go on. Let's see. Copper Coins is having an auction right now. AG Price has a live stream right now. If you guys haven't visited Pusa, I would say go check out their channel. They're really great about building up channels. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go to onto to Pusha. Yeah, AG Price is live right now. I'll put up a link for AG Price for anybody that wants to go. If you go to AG Price, tell them that tell them CJ sent you. Yeah, go raid AG Price. Tell them it's a CJ raid. Drop in there and give them some thumbs up. I know I'm live right now. Hey Jeepin, I was just getting ready to jump off. I put up a link for AG Price. Yeah, just stop by and say hello. Pusa is on right now. I think TLT might be on. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not running you guys off. But I need a break too. So yeah, go hit up the other channels, and I will see you guys around the tube. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll get with you guys about auctions coming up. and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming in.